Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon and today I'm looking at the game The Detective Society. This is a game I saw at the press evening at the UK Games Expo. I also happened to see obviously at the large stand they had there too. This is called the Cursed Exhibition. This has gone through my letterbox. On the other side it actually has some information relating to my address, which relates to ultimately, obviously, me getting it for a start, but also the fact that this came, I think, in about 48 hours delivery. So everything sent to you, recorded, just so you know what's inside it. And we're having a quick look. So this is going to be in that cooperative genre of games. It also involves, obviously, being a multiplayer game. You'll also find a playthrough information. You're going to find some information relating to how to set up, play, and review. This, of course, is unboxing, teaser, trailer, preview, overview video. And let's have a quick look inside. So this is kind of a Sherlock detective kind of thing. This seems to be maybe begin your investigation here, opening up some information, telling us information about what we're looking to do. Like other games like Detective, there's some information here, so maybe some real life stuff. I know they've made up some of this stuff too. You might want to go to this address, you might need to go to certain locations, certain information might get revealed. And most of their games seem to be on Kickstarter. There's one game that finished quite recently. There's some stickers, which looks like you stick on somewhere. So 8 of your most interesting sites on your map. So some bits you might well need to do. I don't know if this is a one-shot. I don't know if you can play it again. I don't know if you're destroying anything as well, like exit games. So if you want to compare this to any of those other games, of course, check it out on the channel. And of course, I will be letting you know what I think about it compared to Unlock, Detective, obviously the Sherlock games, Exit, etc. and Undo. So, quite thick piece of paper, that's quite nice. It feels a little odd writing to you with all these details in this case. Don't mind, I've sent you a video message instead. So, we'll check out that QR code. One thing please didn't pay much attention to, on the floor of the archive was a folder from the museum's records. The folder is from an exhibition on Robin Hood we had in 2016, hence label RH16. I have no idea why Claudia or Claudia would have got it out. What's even more strange that we tried to unlock it, the code we had on record didn't work. I can only assume that Claudia must have changed it before she died. I'm using the German pronunciation here. But I have no idea what she might have changed it to. I think that the first thing we should try and do is try and get that folder open. I imagine Claudia has some hidden information vital inside it. So, I've included a map of the museum in case it's of help to you. I should also mention that some staff working in the museum that you may need to talk to. There's a security guard stationed on floor 2 outside lift B and a cleaner from a third-party cleaning company who have spent most of their time cleaning the cafe. I don't have their contact details, I'm afraid, but I'm sure you'll be able to find them somewhere. Thanks so much for agreeing to help. As I said in my video message, as soon as you know where the artifact is, then email. So you have to email this place. I'm guessing it's going to have some kind of bounce emailer going on there. And we have some information. So please do, of course, when you want to see, obviously, what my reviews of this, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, aside from that, let me zoom out to bring you some other stuff online on this information here. So, of course, we've got this envelope, which seems to be where we're going to start off with. We've got this thing with a padlock. Wow! So you can't even open it until you need to open it. So it looks like you get a lock at the end of this. So some secret information, maybe the results. That is very cool. We've got City of Manchester Police. So we've got a sealed envelope, as and when we need to open that, I guess. That might be revealed. Maybe that's to do with, who knows, next case. Maybe some more clues. So you can get calls, clues, and rules all on there too. Very, very amazing. This wasn't on BGG when I got this. So in terms of my queue of schedule of various stuff, this wasn't high up on that list. It looked very similar to other things I've played. I was very curious as I hadn't heard about them before. I was very keen to know what this could be about. It looks absolutely fantastic. And I'm very keen to obviously look into what it could be about. Of course, check out the comments, add your own. Let me know what your thoughts are so far. And also let me know by, of course, checking out the description where you can find other information on this and other stuff on Instagram. So you can follow there, over 2,200 photos. And also, if you go over to Patreon, you can, of course, support the channel. So, Detective Society, inside this envelope. Again, doesn't seem to be a spoiler. It's just the stuff that starts it off. So, thank you for agreeing to take on this case. It's one of the most peculiar ones we have come across here at the Society. Now, of course, if I think there's a spoiler, I'll make sure it's bleeped or not seen and stuff like that. In preparation for its display, the National Museum of Legends and Mythology was having its newest artifact inspected by its archivist, Claudia Cobb. She became intrigued by the artifact and its strange history. One evening, she locked herself inside the archive with the artifact. The museum's curator, Angus Phillips, went to the archive to speak to her and observed through the window she was lying face down on her desk. He broke down the door and found Claudia was dead with the artifact was missing. The local police have been unable to solve the case, so Mr. Phillips has turned to us. Included in this package is information from Mr. Phillips and the police. We hope you're able to solve this case. If ever you need help from us, then scan the QR code on the code we've provided. The password access help for this case is C2H5T+. Kind regards, the Detective Society. So let's have a quick look at this. We have this map here. Very warm welcome to this National Museum of Legends and Mythology. Got to stick them all. So this could be where we might stick someone who knows. Can you find the exhibition of our knight in shining armour? Clues to get started. Make the fun to our trip even more fun. Around the museum there are lots of fun exhibitions to explore. Use these stickers to mark 8 of the most interesting sites by sticking them onto your map. So this is a company whereby they'll send stuff through your door for you to do new puzzles. They can send one once a month. And by all means, if you want to know more about any other ones, of course, I'll have a look into that too. We have something here called the Curse Exhibition Episode 1. So it looks like it to be a little lapel pin. I don't know as and when it's part of the case or whether it's just a way of saying, hey guys, look, I'm showing off how much market the company. I have done that. So that's there too. A whole team dedicated to the Trident's most famous owner. You'll find the Trident in his hand. You'll find the cat sticker is somewhere quite familiar. The dragon sticker can be found on the shield of someone whose surname includes the word dragon. Where do we house our fearsome sphinx? So we have an information desk over here. We have some information here. We've got this cat. Could that be anything to the sphinx? Nope, I think it's this one here. As I happen to say it, we have a dragon though over here, so I think that's relevant. Let's open this up a bit more. So about the museum. The National Museum of Legends and Mythology houses many of the most mythical artifacts in the world. Its collection is unrivaled by any other institution in the world. As far as I know, don't tell us if we're wrong. Birkenhead Collection. The museum's vast collection was once in private hands. It was personally compiled by philanthropist Lucinda Birkenhead over the course of 50 years. Now, of course, I did say there are many other puzzles. I think there's been about 10 or 12 or something now. I know there's something from prior years as well. So also stuff you can go back to that back catalogue and you can get new seasons and stuff like that. The collection grew to such a significant size that Ms. Birkenhead decided to create the museum to display the most interesting objects to the public. It was Ms. Birkenhead's belief the items within the museum's walls were of global significance, that everyone should have the opportunity to learn about the history of legends and mythology. Now, the current rating for this game is 8.2, which is very high. It's higher than average for what I would rate a game, so that definitely piques my interest. Very keen to see how that pans out. Tragically, Ms. Birkenhead died only a few months after the museum opened to the public in 2009, but we know she'll be proud of the work we continue to do. Exhibitions. So we have a range of exhibitions at the museum. Here are some of our favourites. The Mythical Beasts. The first exhibition in the museum is one of our favourites. Mythical Beasts have long been the stuff of legend, and here you can find more about some of them are most famous. Of course, you can hopefully read all this. This is being recorded in 4K. Hopefully it's easy to see. Marvel at our giant statue of the infamous Yeti, or view what is believed to be one of the best preserved footprints of the Sasquatch. There's a giant Yeti statue. Looks a lot like a Lego creature to me, especially with this bit here. British mythology. As you walk into the British mythology exhibition, you can't find help, but you can see the giant skeleton of the Loch Ness Monster hanging from the ceiling, and we uncover the truth about what lurks at the bottom of Scotland's most famous loch. So I won't finish reading everything, but we'll show you this little bit down here. View our exhibit on the legendary highwayman Dick Turpin and discover the history behind the Cottingley Fairies. Remember that as well. A very good exhibit. What lies beneath? So more places we could check out, more websites we could go to. And yep, here is what we thought it might be. Some information here. There's some locked padlocks and stuff like that. Things we can start investigating. I don't know if you can recall. Up the stairs, take a right. B, I remember that one. So lots of stuff we can navigate to. Very, very interesting. Of course, it does involve the app. So it seems to be an app or at least a video and website. Very interactive. Looks like a lot of production's gone into this. Very looking forward to checking this out. And of course, seeing this looks fantastic as well. We obviously can see the information it relates back to, should wish to archive and catalogue it. That has been the Detective Society, the Curse Exhibition. I look forward to telling you how it goes.